Okay, so we're continuing on discussing reactions and types of reactions, and the next one is single replacement reaction. We've seen combination and decomposition so far. Single replacement is a little different. In this case, we have things switching places. So we have like a compound and an element, so A being an element, BC being a compound, and we switch A into A goes with C, and then B comes out. So A is replacing B and making a new compound AC, and then eliminating an element. So an example of this, oops, lost it. An example of this would be the reaction of magnesium metal. So in the solution over here, we can see this strip, this ribbon, that's magnesium metal. And the solution is hydrochloric acid. So when the magnesium reacts with the hydrochloric acid, the magnesium replaces the hydrogen in the hydrochloric acid, and we get magnesium chloride and then hydrogen gas. So this is going to be the typical reaction of any metal reacting with an acid, where the metal replaces the hydrogen in the acid and combines with the cation that's there, and then hydrogen is produced. So all the bubbles in that solution are hydrogen gas. And it's a pretty quick reaction. When you put magnesium in an acid, the reaction is pretty fast. Magnesium is pretty active metal. The second one here is copper, putting copper in a solution of silver nitrate. Remember, aqueous means that the silver nitrate is dissolved in water. So in our container over here, we've got the solution is silver nitrate. It's water with silver nitrate dissolved in it. When we put the copper in there, the copper replaces the silver in the silver nitrate, and the silver becomes silver metal. A couple things to notice is that in both of these reactions, silver nitrate's an ionic compound. So silver is an ion. It's an Ag plus ion. Copper is a solid, is copper metal. It's elemental, so there's no charge on that. During the reaction, the silver becomes silver metal, and the copper becomes an ion. So the copper loses an electron to become, and actually it loses 2 electrons here to become Cu2 plus, and the silver takes the electrons and becomes silver 0 because it was silver plus before. It's called an oxidation reduction reaction, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit. But you can see in the picture here, the copper wire, as it sits there, the silver actually attaches itself to the copper. Because there's that exchange of electrons, the silver and the copper have to, the copper and the silver ions have to come in contact with each other. And when they do, electrons are transferred and you get pure silver metal forming on the copper. And you can see the solution turns blue, and the solution turns blue because copper nitrate is blue. Okay, so single replacement reactions, one element is replaced in a compound by another element.